What's going on, guys? Alan here for another video, and today I'm happy to announce a new channel sponsor for the GTI. Super excited. I've been following this company for a while. I really like the products they put out on their Instagram page. I've been liking, commenting on their stuff, and they reached out to me and said, hey, let's partner up and let's make this happen. So I'm excited to announce Rennwagen as an official sponsor of my Volkswagen GTI. Now, they make two good products right now that I really like for the Volkswagen GTI. The first being a spoiler extension. They have two types, type 1 and type 2. Type 2 being my personal favorite. I like the angles a lot more. I'll put kind of pictures up here. Let you guys tell me what you guys like in the comments, which version is your favorite. But hopefully I can pick up version 2 here in the future. I definitely have my eyes out on it. But today what we're going to be installing is the rear diffuser for the GTI. Now I'm super excited to get open, so let's get into it started. Started on opening this. This is my first time opening it too. I didn't take any sneak peeks, which was really hard for me. Usually when I do these videos, I want to do like a sneak peek and check out like what the product looks like first. And surprisingly, I didn't do that this time. I wanted it to be kind of like a natural unboxing, so you guys get my impressions as I opened it. Let's open it all right here. Definitely looks like it was packaged well. First thing I see is got stickers, so thanks to Rennwagen. I always love my stickers. It looks like we've got some instructions here. Nice, like actual printed out. And look at that, like actual pictures too, showing like the install process. That's gonna make it so much easier. I'll have to go check these out off camera, but I definitely like that they include that kind of documentation with the product. We got my order form and a little personalized note saying thank you and welcome to the Rennwagen team. Thank you, I'm glad to be part of the team, guys. We got some hardware here for some mounting, so that'll be nice. And then it's down here. Looks like it's nice and packaged well. Look at this, like even super wrapped up well here. Look at that. It's not super heavy too. I think it was made out of aluminum if I remember right. If not, I'll mention it down below, but you just make sure there's nothing out in the package. Clean this table up so you guys can see it a little bit easier. I'm glad I looked through here because these guys included a airhead in there. So thank you. I'm definitely going to be enjoying this here, guys. Thanks again. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started opening this up. As I said, it is very well packaged. Make sure to get this all the way open. Opening on the back side to make sure we don't cut into it. Don't want to mess any of this up. Ooh, it does look nice. It looks like it's done in like a wrinkled black kind of finish, which is one of my favorites. I love the way that just looks. And this is just the back side. I haven't seen the front of it yet. Oh wow. Yeah, that's gonna look really cool. So it looks like it mounts like that. It's definitely gonna give a lot more aggressive rear end for the GTI, which I've definitely been looking after. So as I said, it is made out of aluminum. Very nice. Just overall a great product. It looks like it's just really well made. So without further ado, guys, we'll go ahead and get this started and get installing. Alright guys, so there's not a whole lot of process that goes through with this. There's not a whole lot of tools. So it's going to be a pretty quick install. First thing you're going to need is a T15. So I've got that. I've got this little wrench thing. Just because getting underneath there with the drill with my car being lowered, it's a little bit harder. Rennwagen recommends if you do have the lowered car to go ahead and raise it if you feel the need to. I'm going to try to do it without. I think I've already done the one side and got the plastic retainer clip underneath here, but I'll show you guys how to do it here. It's just a plastic screw underneath. The only other tools you guys are going to need is there's a, let's see if this is a 7/16 wrench. We also have an Allen head wrench here. This is a 5/32. A drill bit. This bit is a 5/16 as well. And just the drill itself, so hopefully it's not too bad. I mean, like I said, I don't see this process being very hard. Rennwagen, I looked through the instructions and it looks pretty self-explanatory, so we'll go ahead and get started. As I said, I already did this side, got the clip out. We're gonna go ahead and finish this side. And you curl up underneath here, right underneath on both sides, there's two screws. I already started on this one, but you just need to loosen these screws out of here. There's just little plastic screws that pop out there using your T15. And then this little plastic retainer clip, you can just kind of pull down on the diffuser a little bit, and these little clips pop right out. Alright guys, so in your hardware bag, you're just going to take out this little piece here. After you pull out the OEM valence out of the way, this is going to be a little loose, so we're just going to put underneath here. It's going to kind of go in this format where the screw is going to be able to go up and screw into this piece here. Now, it's a little hard to see. I don't know if my wife can get up underneath here with me, but I doubt it. It's a little tight. But this screw just kind of goes, or this little piece goes right in here, right over top that little hole, just so you can screw the OEM valence in with the Rennwagen valence. And they're just going to fit in over just like that. So I ended up losing my videographer, but I'm just going to take these little nuts in the washer, and these just kind of go right up in here. I already got the other side already in. So I just like to get these started with my hand. Ow. I couldn't have drilled me more in the face if I wanted it to. Alright, so I like to get these started with my hands, but you just take the nut and the washer here and get it lined up, make sure you're not cross-threaded. Then we take our Allen head and we just screw it in right here. As you guys might see, I've already lifted the car. It ended up being a little bit more difficult to do it without the car lifted. Makes it a little just easier to see, so I'm just under it like this. And that's already pretty secure. There is 2 more mounting holes that we got to mount up and screw into, but I mean already that's pretty secure, so I'm definitely going to like the way this looks. Alright guys, so this is probably the one scary part of the entire process. I don't even know how scary it's actually going to be, but it's the actual drilling part. And there's little screw or little holes where these are going to go up. I'm assuming that's what's going to pull this valence the rest of the way up and hold it secure to the rear diffuser, because it's kind of got a little bit of a gap there now, but I feel like this is what's going to be the part that pulls it up. So I'm going to kind of push up a little bit on this part while I do this, wind up the hole, and let me make sure I've got nothing above I'm going to hit. I don't, so good. Screw right through. Now that's when we can take our washers and our nuts and go ahead and put it right through that piece there. There we go. Now is when we're going to grab our wrench and the Allen head. Away. That I'm trying to make sure you guys have a good angle of seeing all this. Probably, hopefully, giving you guys a good angle. Woo! See guys, if you guys can do this, if I can do this, you guys can do it, because I'm like an idiot when it comes to doing stuff. Oh yeah, I definitely pulled up that piece a lot more. Just get that other side on there, and I'm sure it'll help pull it up. Alright, so one thing I have noticed with the rear diffuser, there is, like, I've already got it all mounted up, and I was having an issue where I had a little bit too much more gap than what I was wanting. What I did to solve that issue, I messaged Rennwagen. They kind of told me, like, hey, this can happen, so what you want to do is, one, I kind of made sure that this whole diffuser was pushed back, kind of towards the exhaust, towards the wheels, almost as much as it could. There's a small little gap there, but for the most part, it's pushed back up there flush. And the other part is I had these bolts in the middle, these 2 bolts here. I had them too tight, so whenever I had them too tight, it was actually pushing the middle of the diffuser up, and this the rear wing part wasn't getting to the point where it could tighten up enough to kind of bring the whole diffuser up. So I had about a finger's worth of gap that I could fit the diffuser in now, and now, I mean, I can't fit my finger there at all. Like, it's cutting off, like, right at this point. So there's a tiny bit of a gap, but, like, not what I had at all. So what I recommend also is to tighten these bolts, but if you look, like, I'm just getting these snug. Like, I'm not over tightening these. These are just snug, and they might actually seem a little bit less
like not as tight as you'd think they need to be, but I mean they're there. And whereas these on the end are like they can't go any tighter. I've already super tightened them down. That's as tight as they're gonna go. So we'll go ahead and lower the cart and give you guys a final look of how everything looks, and we'll end the video there, guys. Alright guys, so that's actually where we're going to end the video here. I have my little helper here. He helped me finish up the project. One thing I will recommend, as I've mentioned towards the end of the video, is to make sure you have those center bolts not super tight and kind of get the outer bolts a little bit more tight. He's wanting down to go run. Is that Daddy's car? Exactly, buddy. But we go ahead and get that part down. There's a small little gap there, but not much. You don't want it to be too tight, because if you have it too tight, then there's going to be a bunch of rattling going on. Just a little bit of a gap there, just so you don't get that rattle. But I totally love the way it looks. I want to thank Rennwagen again for reaching out to me and partnering with the channel to get this awesome looking diffuser on the car. If you guys are interested, I will leave social media links down below and links to Rennwagen so you guys can get a hold of them. Definitely look into getting some of their products. Totally impressed with the quality of just about everything with the product. That's about it, guys. So Ella's running around here. Come here. So that's where we're going to end the video. We'll go ahead and check out the social media links down here below, and make sure you guys check us out in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out. We'll catch you in the next one.